most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
Cougar 19. Cowboy 8.
Here's Ward. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 39. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now 2nd and 9.
Viking 18. Panther Street. Panther Street.
Slot man moves right. They'll go again with Hall. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Going for it, here's Ward. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Out to the right, here to Wilson. And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
Throwing is Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And this one complete to Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
No touch.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Hurts. Now what's up? And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Ward. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Cowboy 80.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles do went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready up.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I hope you're feeling okay. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Big strides, look at him go. And finally taken down at the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
First down, Tennessee.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of momentum from the offense. Coming off that big completion to prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Ready.
Throwing is Ward. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Ward. He'll try to do it. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He is out of bounds right around the 34. 53 yards rushing for him in his first half as he